Hello, it is Throwback Thursday, May 2nd, 2019. Steve Sipress here, and I'm going to keep this one kind of short because I had a false start. Maybe some of you saw the start of what I thought was going to be my daily live video. About 20 minutes ago, I was attending the 3 times annual iNetwork Expo. And we're back. I'm going to move closer to my house because apparently 5 feet away is too far to get internet connection. And my fantastic clients, Sean and Robert. We're back again. Sean and Robert Jones of Network Together host this event, the iNetwork event, and they had me up on stage today sharing some tips on marketing for small business owners and entrepreneurs. And I plan to record my daily live video there at the event, and I forgot. So there I was driving home and said, well, I'll just do it in the car on the ride home, and won't that be cool? And, well, actually, it's a funny choice of word because it was anything but cool. In fact, it was spectacularly hot, and the phone overheated. And thus, this is take 2. Yeah, I can't stand air conditioning. People that know me and then wonder, how can you live in Arizona when you don't like air conditioning? Well, I do. And I don't. So I do live in Arizona. I don't like air conditioning, and so I drive with the windows open. But that was too noisy for the video, so I closed the windows. It's got to be in the 90s outside and had to be well over 100 inside, and the phone did the old overheat error message, phone shut off. So what the heck? So then, against my better wishes, I turned the air conditioning on full blast to cool down the phone, and here I am, just arrived home. And the phone is cool enough, at least for now, to record this video. So I'll get right to it. Live events. I talk a lot about you want to go get on the right side of the cash register. So as business owners, and what I mean by that is the side where you are behind the counter gathering the money into your cash register and not on the other side buying stuff. Now, we're business owners, so we're constantly buying stuff. We're professional buyers. We are buying materials and supplies. We're buying labor, we're paying payroll and paying people, we're paying taxes, we're paying overhead and rent and all that kind of stuff. So we're constantly buying stuff. We're buying advertising and marketing and all kinds of stuff. So we're real good at buying. And that's why it's really important to make sure that you concentrate on getting on the other side of the register and make sure there's a lot coming in. Get on the selling side. And so it's the same when you attend live events. Now, the first live event marketing business conference that I attended was about 20 years ago. And it was just after the late, great Corey Rudel passed away. For people who don't know the name, fine. Those that do, remember it fondly. Corey was one of the earliest internet marketing gurus who was teaching internet marketing. I believe he called his business the Internet Marketing Center, something like that, and he had his Internet Marketing Tips course, and then he passed away tragically in a car accident, I believe, racing his Porsche on a racetrack. Anyway, and so his right-hand man, Derek Giel, who's also a super guy, took over the business, and he came to Chicago where I was living and, put out the word, I'm hosting a conference where I'm going to teach you all about how to make money marketing your business on the internet. And a lot of people didn't even have the internet back then. They were still handing out these, if you remember these, or if I'm dating myself, the old CDs from AOL with 30 days free or 90 days free or whatever it was. People didn't even have the internet. And if they did, it was the old, modem with the old beep. And if, your mom called while you were on the internet, then you got shut off because your phone rang. So you were connected through the phone with your modem. People remember that nonsense? Anyway, there were still people making plenty of money marketing on the internet, and that's what this seminar was all about. So I went, and I realized that I attended completely on the wrong side of the register. I showed up as only a buyer, not to make money from being at the seminar unless I bought what was being sold at the seminar, programs on how to make money, and then I would implement the programs and then make money. So I thought I was on the money-making side of attending that live event, and perhaps that's how you're thinking. If you're brand new to this world of building businesses and marketing, whether it's online or offline, whatever event you're attending, and you feel, I got to get some knowledge in this field, I'll attend this event. By definition, that's on the wrong side of the register. And again, right, wrong, I mean, we have to buy stuff, so When I just say right, wrong, I don't mean it's really a way to avoid. You got to buy stuff, and especially if you're going to learn and build your business, you must invest in yourself. It's the best thing to invest in, no matter what happens to the assets of your business, your materials, even your customers, clients, or patients. No one can ever take away from you what you've learned and your experience and your knowledge. So you constantly want to invest in yourself, and yet you want to implement and put that knowledge to use so that you can get on the right side of the register and start making money from it. But here's a way to make money at the event itself. It's to have that mindset that when you go to the event, you're going to make money, because there's other people in the room like me that are also there for that reason. Now, sure, I learned stuff. I mean, there were speakers and there were sponsors, and there's just people to talk to in the hallways and in the breaks at the event. And sure, you can learn a lot, but I was there to connect and have money making connections, and that's what I did. So saw some old friends, made some new ones, and made some connections that will result in some partnering up and some joint business ventures together, so that money will be made. And that's what you want to have, the right mindset. So when you attend live events, I remember the first few ones I attended, that one in Chicago almost 20 years ago with the internet marketing tips. By the way, the speaker at that event, you might have heard this name, Jermaine Griggs, who became a friend of mine. I mean, when I met him, I was like, hey, you were the speaker. A speaker featured the top student of Corey Rudel at the time, and you were featured speaker telling your story and what was going on at the very first business marketing conference I attended. And we hit it off, and he's on the cover of one of my magazine issues, and I interviewed him for my podcast, and just an all-around super duper fantastic guy, besides being a brilliant entrepreneur and marketing expert. And so great guy, and he was the speaker there, but I was not there to connect with the speaker, the hosts, the sponsors, anyone even in the audience, to figure out how we could make money together. I was there merely as a student, which again is good, soak up the info, but there's a way to get paid attending conferences and events, and that's to make some connections with the hosts, the speakers, the sponsors, the movers and shakers, the top people at the event, because we all have the same mindset. We paid for plane tickets and hotel, and we took time away from our business and our families to be there, and we are going to make money from every event we attend. So you want to meet people like me at this event, and you might even just walk up and say, hi, I'm so-and-so. I know who you are, Steve, and can we figure out a way we can make money together? I'll give you a hint. If you ask me that, I'm going to say, let's give it a shot. Who are you? What do you do? What do you have in mind? Blah, 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 blah. And who knows? Maybe we don't, but maybe we do. Figure out a way to make money together. Now you're getting paid for attending events on top of the knowledge you're gaining and maybe some of the materials or courses or resources you're buying for your business. You want to get paid while you're there as well. That's how you do it. You go from saying, I'm just a sponge here to soak up knowledge, to, sure, I'm going to soak up the knowledge, but I'm also here to make connections, profitable connections, that I can team up with people and figure out how we can work together, how we can complement each other and maybe partner up, how maybe I can refer someone to that person, they can refer someone to me, how maybe that person can speak at an event that I'm going to host, so on and so on. You can think of lots of ways that you can make money when you meet top experts in your field. Those are going to be the hosts, the speakers, the sponsors, the big shots that are attending the conferences that you're at. And I'll give you a hint where to meet them is after the day is over and all the speakers and all the scheduled programming is over, get your butt to the bar. I don't drink, but of course, this fly is all over me here. I get to the bar. That's where the money is made. I rarely go into the room at events. I will be out in the hall. I'll be in the green room with the speakers. I'll be out in the hall with the movers and shakers. I can buy the recordings of the event later. It's likely I've seen all the talks they're giving anyway. I've seen them speak before, or I can get their stuff if I want. I'm always looking to learn, and even though somebody's speaking on marketing, topic I am an expert in, since I teach marketing, I always want to hear how they're teaching it, because that might help me. But a lot of the times I'm really just out in the hall with the other people that, like me, are saying, hey, I'm going to hang out in the hall with the movers and shakers. And maybe if you ever had to, say, have a bathroom break, and you didn't go out on the scheduled break, and you're going out in the middle of all the speakers on, this is how I first discovered it. I went out there, maybe a phone call or maybe a bathroom break, whatever it was, and I was like, what's all these people out in the hall? The event is on. They're missing the event. See, I was there to get taught. I was there to get sold. I was there only on that side of the register. And I remember that feeling when I went out in the hall and I was like, wow, look who these people are. That's the guy who was just on stage, and that's the guy who was on stage yesterday. And that's one of these sponsors. And when there's the host of the event, and I was like, holy crap, wait a minute. All the big shots are out here in the hall. What are they doing? Well, they're connecting and figuring out how to make money together, because that's why they're big shots. It's how they got to be big shots, and now they're going to profit from meeting and working with and teaming up with other big shots. So be a big shot. And how do you do that? You just do it. You go walk up to the speakers, the sponsors, the hosts, the events, like I just said, and you say, I'm so-and-so, and I know that you are working on this, and I'd love to help you do it more successfully, because I was thinking these are some ways I could help you. Or I, look up the celebrity guest speaker and find out their favorite charity and walk up and say, hey, I know you love autistic left-handed whatevers, and I'd really love to help you, don't be able to get more money donated to that charity, and I've got a way you can do that. And do you think they're going to say, oh yeah, no, I don't want to talk to you? So you want to get to connect. Again, my earliest events, I went, I listened, I took notes, and I went home. It's not how you do it. Do it the right way, and do both. Go there and learn, soak it up, maybe invest in some courses and resources and software and whatever it is, but also get on the other side of the register and profit from the events you're attending. That'll do it for Throwback Thursday, remembering my first ever marketing conference I've attended. I've attended hundreds since, and I've hosted hundreds since. Who knew? That'll do it for Throwback Thursday. Thanks everyone being here live and on the replay, and I'll be back tomorrow on, what is tomorrow? It's Foundation Friday. I'll have a foundational basic building tip for you, and I hope to catch you then tomorrow. Bye-bye.